Alright, what's good everyone? In this video, I'm going to be doing the first case review for the Z Fold 7. So let's actually get into it. So these cases were sent to me by SUPCASE, so shout out to them. It should be fun to check out these cases. So this is the UB grip case. Open it up. We got a premium box. You got your extended warranty card, 12 months of warranty, pretty nice. And then you have the case itself wrapped up. And actually, underneath the case, you do have some extra adhesive strips, which is always a nice touch. And boom. This is the case. It is a nice transparent design. When you first take it out, it will have some protective wrapping on it that you peel off. And yeah, this is a hinge protecting case, but also it triples as a kickstand case and a MagSafe case as well that allows you to wirelessly charge, but line it up very easily with MagSafe like this, for example. So that's nice. And then the front part actually comes with a built-in screen protector. This protective film at the front, you can just peel it off, and you have protective film at the back, and you can also peel that off as well. Bomb. So now you just put on the cases very simply. You start from the bottom and slide it on. It just slides right in, and then you make sure it's good all around the body of the phone. This is the UB grip case, and it is really nice actually. Like, for a bulky case, I feel like this is pretty slim. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but because of how slim this phone actually is, this case is not that bad. Like, for reference, this is a normal size smartphone. It definitely is about 1/2 of this, but it's really not that bad. Like, it could be a lot worse, and it has been a lot worse for previous bulky type foldable cases. Not bad. It feels good actually. There's a nice amount of grip. The built-in screen protector definitely feels like it will be easy to use with the actual screen. A lot of these bulky cases, they have lips that are protruding onto the screen, and it makes it kind of hard to do gestures. But this actually has a pretty decent looking lip in terms of gestures and stuff. But because this is a dummy unit, I cannot actually test it out for you. So when I get the actual phone, I will do that. But for now, it definitely looks like it's pretty decent. And then opening it up, holding it feels pretty good. There's definitely a lot to hold on to, especially with the hinge protection. You can use that as an extra grip or balance. Then you can also open the kickstand and hold it like this. So that is pretty cool. Gives you some more ability, especially if, like, let's say for example, you're using the S Pen. If this phone has S Pen support, you can hold on to the back of the case and right in the screen. If the phone has S Pen support, I don't actually know at the time of filming this video, but hopefully it does. This is how it looks from the back. You see the camera cutout. It has a lip for the camera so that when you put it on the table, you don't damage your cameras. And then this is the bottom. Your cutouts for your port is also good. Just showing this cord, this is a thicker cord, but even plugging it in, I have no issues with it actually fitting and working. So the cutouts are really good for that. Then if we look at the side, this is the back, the hinge side. The hinge has like a hinge that makes it flop over, springy hinge. Kickstand, I showed that already, which I will show it like on the table, but for now I'm just doing a walk around. And yeah, all the cutouts are proper, lines up perfectly well. And on the side you have your slot for your buttons, and pretty easy to press the buttons. No issues with that at all. High quality case. It feels good. Like I said, it doesn't feel too bulky because of how slim the phone itself actually is. It should be decent to use. So now with the kickstand, you just open it like that, and boom, you can have it in this orientation. With the actual phone, it will probably sit like this because the screen will actually stay open. Because this is a dummy unit, it's not going to stay open fully, but it should stay like this. Even with the dummy unit slanting, it still works. And then of course you can have it sit like this as well. So you got two orientations for the kickstand, and it's pretty strong, pretty sturdy, and you will have no issues with stability and it standing up. When you're done with it, you literally just bomb, close it, and you're good to go. So now pocketability, in my experience, it is pretty good, pretty easy to slide into my pocket because of how thin it still is. Even though it's pretty thick, it's still kind of like a razor. Like, if you look at each side separately, very thin compared to what you might expect with such a bulky case. So sliding into a pocket is not bad at all. And the phone itself is not like super tall, so it's actually pretty easy to fit in your pocket despite the bulky look. And now looking at the weight, so the phone itself, this dummy unit is measuring around 220 grams on the scale by itself without the case. I'll just show you. So boom, 220 grams on my scale. And now with the case on, you are looking at 310 grams. So that's an increase of about 90 grams. So it is going to make your phone feel significantly heavier. However, with the weight balance of this phone and the case, it's low-key not as bad as you might think. But yeah, other phones are definitely going to be lighter. This comes with the territory. Like, if you want a case that can basically do it all, protect your phone absolutely when it drops, screen protector built in, kickstand built in, MagSafe built in. That's a trade-off for the weight. So yeah, this highly versatile case for the Fold 7. So now let's look at the other case. So this is the UB Pro, and it has the same stuff on the inside in terms of the warranty, and then you also have the extra strips, which is again a nice gesture. I like that. Boom, and here we go. So again, you got a cover for the glass. You just take that off, and then the case pretty much slides on exactly the same way. But for this case, you look inside, you have a soft texture on the inside to protect the phone, and then it has also rubber inside the hinge protection, which is cool. So yeah, very protective even on the inside with this case. This case has a kickstand as well built in, and it pops out like this. So we'll see what it looks like on the device right now. So let's put it on. With these cases, the instructions will say, you know, open the phone up, and you can start from the bottom, and you just click it in very easily, and boom. So I'm not going to take off the adhesives for this one because it's not my actual phone, so I might as well save it. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. So this is the UB Pro for the Fold 7. I feel like it looks pretty clean. Very, honestly, for a bulky case, it's very sleek. Like, I don't even know, I can't really stress it enough for you guys, but like these cases, although they are bulky and they do add a lot of weight, as we can see, this one is 10 grams less at 300 grams. They do add a lot of weight, but at the same time, they're pretty easy to hold and maneuver for bulky cases. So that's pretty nice. And then you're definitely going to get some protection with these cases. You got the built-in screen protector on both of them. And then the kickstand, if we open this up, you know, you can now watch videos or use your outer display like this. You can do horizontal for actual videos and stuff. And then when you want to get serious, boom, full screen with the kickstand. That is super tough. And it's even more sturdy than the other one. Like, this kickstand just holds it well. But again, even with the actual phone, the other one's going to be fine too. But yeah, versatile cases. They have a lot of functionality, a lot of protection. You can see the lip for the camera bump, camera cutout. It's just gonna be protected. The hinge is also really nice. Beside a normal size phone, like a Pro Max or a bigger phone, you're looking at this much of the case sticking out compared to the normal phone. This is how much wider it is. So it's actually not that bad when you really look at it in terms of like actually holding it and using it. The other case also will stick out a little bit more than this one. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty decent. So again, a bulky case, it's not for everyone, but I think if you want a highly versatile case with hinge protection, a kickstand, screen protector, proper lips to protect your camera, I think these cases are actually pretty good. They feel really high quality. They have cutouts for everything. Very easy to access the buttons. Despite what you might think, using this in my everyday life, I feel like I would have no problems. Although it is heavier, the weight balance is pretty decent, but the slimness of the actual phone itself makes it pretty easy to maneuver and use, or like put in my pocket. If I wanted a case like this, like it just goes in my pocket so easily, and honestly doesn't feel that much different than a normal phone with a case on. Especially if you have like a Pro Max or a S25 Ultra or a previous Z Fold with a case, a bulky case, then it's going to feel familiar, but a little bit better because of how slim it is with this case on. So the extra slimness does help a lot if you want something super protective like this. But I know this is a brick, it's not for everybody. However, I think the people who do like these kinds of cases, you will have a good time. If you are interested in either one of these cases, they will be in the description below. This is the UB Grip and the UB Pro by SUPCASE. Links will be in the description. Shout out to SUPCASE for sending me these cases, and a lot more videos on the way. Especially when I get the actual Fold 7, I will come back to these cases and put the phone inside of that. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And until the next video, we are out. Peace.